Like, you know. Oh, hey, there's a person, a foot
All
person.
right, book it.
A foot person. Hello.
Hey.
Well, welcome to Banter. A foot person. Hello. We're just checking out the new space and yeah, we're
Old event space. I want to and live build and Vincent. I think.
Oh, let me look. I was looking at the.
Oh,
they're gone. I was shut up, but they.
I hope you can hear me. If not, this is going to be another silent stream, and I am repeating patterns, and we want to learn from that. But my name is CC. This is WE3DCC. This is a soft launch of my brand, kind of coming back to the community after being in a slight hiatus. And I am streaming YouTube. I'm getting ready to stream a slight hiatus Switch. And I am obviously streaming in Banter, or I guess it's not live streaming anymore, but I am just live in the flesh in Banter, and or not in the flesh, in the avatar, in the live in Banter. I guess a new way of, or not in the avatar in and we. Yeah, this is a new way YouTube will meet in 2D meeting together, and currently I am in a Quest headset in 2D, and
What's
I
up,
have
guys? What's up?
YouTube live going. Reality, I have some people arriving to have a spiel that I've been having on. I have a journey I've been on since the last time that WE3DCC has been kind of live, and I guess live in the sense that I was putting up content daily and I was live streaming and I was, hey guys, hello, welcome, thank you for coming. I'm just talking about how WE3DCC has kind of been on a hiatus since the last time I was kind of live streaming and going on YouTube and being on Snapchat and Instagram and being super active. Last things that are happening, and I'm going to kind of talk about it and kind of revamp the community. So if you'd like, please find a seat where you can see the screen. Again, thank you for coming. I hope you can hear me. Yes, I'm megaphone. No. I have a glitch, so this is, I guess, one of the reasons. And I need to turn the volume up on my headset so I can hear the audience. But I have a glitch, and I want to kind of record as much as possible. I'm multitasking, but it's really just task switching super fast. I'm pretty sure I've read that somewhere. But I think there has been some debate. But I am. I guess, yeah, I am wanting to go live, and at least some kind of in the past, wanting to make sure. Again, my name is CC. I do at least a XR brand called WE3DCC, and it's a XR to put up my DCs that and they had been creating since school up on the web and kind of start my kind of artistic journey. And inspiration around that time was kind of around like business and entrepreneurship, and it was kind of about just like putting your content out there, putting yourself out there, and kind of just starting. And that is essentially what I did. In 2016, I started a YouTube channel, and it was kind of not just inspired by wanting to put my content up, but I had kind of found found community online of people that were kind of sharing their content. But I had across not just that community, but multiple communities online. To them kind of ultimately ending us up into this little community that I have in banter and on YouTube, and if I can finish on Twitch. And I mean, there's not so much of a secret that is going on with my brand, and that is that I love cannabis, and cannabis is not necessarily well, it's popular, but it's not necessarily a an always accepted uh, concept or substance, and multiple platforms across the internet have various policies that they have implemented, that they various policies that cannabis is kind of going through a certain lens, and has certain restrictions that is kind of can keep a certain lens from being understood good, or of course seen, and it keeps, and one of those platforms is for it is and Instagram, and I for am leaning towards both YouTube and Instagram, as opposed to where I originally kind of started with the what they and Instagram and are kind of sporadically here and there calling themselves the WeTube. Kind of started on with two WeTubers on YouTube, such as myself. Their community be able to stay in touch with what they're doing, with posting updates on just myself, and having now called and so I am going to make sure, or at least try to make sure, that the wrong one. Give me a second here. Try one platform that, or not one platform, but I guess yeah. Back in like 2016, 2017, YouTube did have kind of a policy around cannabis content, but Twitch has kind of allowed a certain level of it, and that is what the community is going now. And so that, in tandem with banter, is, and kind of YouTube is going to present my content. They don't have just chatting, so I actually have to search it. And bada bang, bada bougie. Thank you, bada, to that are you to the other. Oh, it is okay. Cool. Are now I am going to. I am now casting on the way to casting on Twitch. I'm now yee, and is on the way to cast the completion of Twitch. I've had cast is being cross-platform. And in 2016, I had a job in childhood education, and I really liked it. I had a invaded from and went there in and went there in cinema university. I also worked with kids in its cinema with an after-school setting, and I also have worked with kids in animation and computers and childhood. I really wanted one, and I getting experience my interests in kids and computers and childhood education into one. I kind of wanted to break experience with mobile apps that were and cannabis. Coming home from and I wanted to away one day to clean my bong. I wanted to not just like search for instructions, but like I wanted to actually see the whole process. So I did what many people do, YouTube, and I actually looked up a video and I found one, and it was a video. It was actually pretty entertaining. I actually haven't found the original video, but I need to. But if they weren't actually, I don't think we're a part of like the actual WeTube community. And speaking of which, the next video that I found, I think was a suggested video from which the next video that I was talking about that first video and a suggested video. I guess I can't remember this guy. He was just that kind of in front of a table with like this big song, I think, and because that's what most of his content was, his titles were, but table with he and because that's when I watched the video was talking was but he eventually the video took this really big bong rip, and I and I had not seen anyone take a big bong rip like that before. And he had known so much information about the strain and just about like what he was smoking and about just kind of just different things. And so I was intrigued, and I found, more kind of weed tubers that were talking about different strains that they were using to help them with like different ailments or different that they were kind of focused on using, or different activities that they were engaged in, ailments or different in an aspect that they were kind of focused on. Many people, including myself, engaged in social drug. It's a very social is the social and the YouTube community works gathering together YouTubers and engage